Loren Dietrich was a stellar lineman in football at Arthur Hill High School in 1947 and 48. He was 6'1", 195 pounds, and earned Class A All-State honors his senior year for the Lumberjacks, and he was named to Arthur Hill's all-time football team.
Well, we first met back in high school. We played on the same team. He was a lineman, and I was a quarterback. He was stronger and he was faster, and he had great elbows.
Dietrich also played 2 years of varsity baseball for the Hillites before going on to Central Michigan College, where he was a 3-year starter on the offensive line for the Chippewas.
And we joined a fraternity to live in the fraternity house because it was the cheapest place to live on campus.
He earned all-conference honors in both 51 and 52, and was Central Michigan's first ever most valuable player in football.
We both played sports for Arthur Hill, we both played sports for Central Michigan, and we roomed together.
Dietrich coached football at Chesaning, Owasso, Scottville, and Eaton Rapids before coming to Michigan Lutheran Seminary High School in Saginaw from '69 to '94.
It was in 1973. I think Loren had come to MLS a little bit before that. He was coaching football. One of my first memories is attending a pep rally that he would speak at, and I was impressed immediately by his enthusiasm and how into it he really was.
It was just an awesome experience playing for him because he put the game in its proper perspective. I mean, he was a super humble guy, but yet he still wanted to win just as much as any other coach, but he really taught us that there was a lot more important things than the game of football.
He racked up a solid 144, 83, and 3 record in his 25 years coaching the Cardinals varsity football team. His seminary teams made the playoffs for 6 years, and the Cardinals won the Class D state championship in 1986 with a 36-24 victory over Fowler at the Pontiac Silverdome.
I think back sitting there at Silverdome, that's where that took place, and the number of fans that were there that day, just incredible.
In doing so, Michigan Lutheran Seminary became Saginaw County's first state champion in football since the state playoff system was enacted in 1975.
What he did when he got to the Silverdome is he had the team sit down, and he said, okay, we're going to take your right shoe, and we're going to put it on your right foot. And we're going to take your left shoe, and we're going to put it on your left foot. And that's how he said that he's got him started.
Respect your opponents. Always treat each opponent like they're just as special as anyone else. It doesn't matter what their record is or who they are. Give them the respect that's due them and play with good sportsmanship.
Yes, that was a very special time, and special kids, and those men remember that very fondly. I think they're going to be having a reunion here shortly.
Dietrich was named the Michigan High School Athletic Association Class D Coach of the Year in 1986 and was elected to the Michigan High School Football Coaches Association Hall of Fame in 1989.
So he was very hands-on, but he had a great love for all of us, which was shown really all the time.
Loren loved his athletes loved him, they still do.
He coached his 2 sons, Joe and Mark, and watched grandsons Caleb, Tom, and Stephen play football at Michigan Lutheran Seminary.
You see the Christian example that all of those sons and grandsons showed to me was a great example for me to follow. And I try to follow that in my coaching now, and he's totally influenced me in how I act as a football coach, trying to show love to the players and humility and respect your opponents.
Additionally, Dietrich coached baseball at seminary for 11 years, girls track for 9 years, and boys track and field for 2 years.
I remember teaching boxing, of all things, with him.
Loren Dietrich was inducted into Arthur Hill High School's Letter Winners Hall of Fame in 1994.
We have coffee almost every Friday morning together, and he really hasn't changed a lot as far as his personality.
But Loren is still Loren, and he's concerned about that he does well at this banquet too.
yeah, I hope that I could follow his footsteps in the smallest possible way. If there's anything that I could learn from him, it's just loving your players and putting them first in everything.